Okay guys, here we are at the Stonewall Library Museum Archive, and we're about to meet Nate Clarfield, who is one of the people who was very much involved in the fundraising effort for this particular place. And I think if I knock on the door, he's going to come and open it.
Hey Jeff, come on in.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Nice and cool in here. Hi, I'm Nate Clarfield. I'm former board chair of the Stonewall Library and Archives. I've been involved with the library for about 10 years, and I'm going to give you a quick tour before we go into the archives and show you some stuff.
Nate, let me just ask you a question.
Sure.
So first of all, tell us a little bit of history of the archive.
The Library and Archive, it's now 37 years old. It started out by two college students in 1973 in Boca Raton, Florida. I think it was FAU. And slowly it's moved all over town. We had been rented space, first at MCC, then at the GLCC, and then at the other GLCC for 10 years. We've been a tenancy. This is our first permanent location. We moved in here a year ago last April. We are in the Broward County Library building. We are a tenant of theirs. We are an independent organization, but we are supported by the city, the state, and the county. State of Florida, City of Fort Lauderdale, and Broward County. Let me give you a quick tour.
Okay.
This is about, I think, about 5,000 square foot facility. As I said, it opened up last April in this location, but the collection is 37 years old. It is a 20,000 volume collection. It is the largest circulating collection in the United States, probably the world, because we've checked it out, which means that people can come in. There are larger collections of gay and lesbian books, but you can't access them. We're open to the public. You saw the doors open, just like Jeff walked in. You can come in and do research. We are a membership library. We charge a yearly fee in order to take out books and take out our videos. The books range from psychology, psychiatry, arts, music, dance, fiction, biography, history, and culture. If you turn around, you can see we have about 2,000 videos.
Oh yeah.
You have to go all the way to the bottom. Unfortunately, we're almost out of space in this library. We've only been here about 15 months, and it's already exploded. We try to keep our collection pretty current. A lot of foreign films, because you can get a lot of gay and lesbian films, you know, Blockbuster, Netflix. So we try to keep it a little bit differently. So we have our people hunting all over. We keep a large collection of art books, and we're going to go back here in kind of a dark area. On both sides, I'm going to turn around. This is all our psychobabble, I call it, collection. I shouldn't say that, but my husband's a psychiatrist, so I get to say that. This entire section is psychology and social services. And here is our magazine collection. This is a real popular area. We're here kind of at a quiet time, so we wouldn't bother the patrons. We also try to keep it pretty confidential in here. We have 65 magazines from around the country, weeklies, monthlies, things like that. As you can see, we have Frontiers, Bay Windows, The Pelican, Washington Blade, Bay City, Gay Choice, Zynga, Southern Voice, things like that. We also keep the transgendered things in Pacto and some of the other ones. The HIV magazines, believe it or not, there's quite a few of them right now. They've expanded. Now it's only PAS, it's PA, and something like that. So, okay, let's go. More.
All right.
Always more. Always more.
Tell me about this stuff here.
This stuff here, okay. We put on 9 major exhibits every year. They're sponsored. They're very. All the stuff comes out of our archives. We have a curator. You'll meet him in a little bit. His name's Charles Ross. We're an all-volunteer library except for 2 employees that are mostly administrative. This particular exhibit you're looking at is the history of camp.
History of camp?
Camp.
Yeah.
C-A-M-P.
Yeah, I know camp. I just wasn't in the
invented camp. You know? We do 9 exhibits a year, usually with an opening, and then they travel around the country. I'm going to take you into our conference room where we have just the lead of the big ones that are going around the country. That's Jeff. Pop, can you hear me, John?
No, come back because we can't hear you.
Okay.
You have to stay close.
I have to stay close. Okay. Yeah, all of these magazines and pictures and photographs and books that you see on these placards come out of our archives. Most of these exhibits leave here and go to universities, gay and lesbian community centers, places like that, pride festivals. We've had Democratic Convention, the State Democratic Convention and the National Democratic Convention have used our exhibits, and I'll show you those in a moment, just the titles of them, and then we're going to go see one of them. These are all very professionally done. We do have sponsors. We're part of the National Endowment of the Arts, the Broward County Library.
Oh, so you're part of the National Endowment of the Arts?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Because this is all preserving Florida history.
Right.
Gays have been active in South Florida for approximately 50 years. They've been out and about. And so
I have to get this. Hold on.
You have to,
tell the story of this.
I will tell the story of this. 2002, I believe it was Hurricane Charlie. I'm from Kansas originally. I spent 30 years in Kansas. I know I don't look like it. And I was driving my little Jeep down A1A because I wanted to go see a hurricane. So in the middle of Hurricane Charlie, there was, I don't know if you remember, the Marlin Beach Hotel was located between Sebastian and, I can't remember, Las Olas, I believe, on A1A. It had been closed and shuttered, and the only thing left was the sign, which was turned around. You could kind of see the outline of it. Anyway, as you can see, it broke in Hurricane Charlie and flew out in the middle of the street. I found it. I just happened to be driving by. Flew out, grabbed it, threw it on top of my car, and brought it here. And I think it's one of the last few things. We also ended up inheriting in a box of old stuff that someone gave us. We actually have the blueprints of the original Marlin Beach Hotel, which are in our...
Very nice.
Yeah. Anyway, this is our conference room. We do 4 movie nights a month. Plus an opera group, so we're pretty busy. This room looks pretty barren, but it seats 75 people. On the wall that Jeff's showing you are just the titles of the exhibits we've put on in the last 2 years. These are our famous exhibits. And as I said, all of these travel around the country. Anita Bryant was our big one in '03. And she's got 4 or 5 prints of her. She's running around the country right now. I think she's in 4 or 5 cities at once. Out of the Shadows was one of our famous ones because we looked at gay America from Kinsey to Stonewall, going all the way back to Kinsey. Many people don't realize this, but the day the Kinsey Report came out was the first time the word homosexual was on the front page of a newspaper without being somebody arrested.
Wow.
So, because he talked about gay
this.
people. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, Days Without Sunshine was a huge one. That was '03. We opened on the 30th anniversary of the Dade County repeal of the Human Rights Ordinance. And in our exhibit, it's about a 30-panel exhibit, including a movie that really kind of shows that Anita Bryant was kind of our godmother. Because right after Anita Bryant's crusade, HRC, Lambda Legal, the task force, all became very popular. Let's go to the archive. Let's take a short walk. This is a reading room. We have Wi-Fi for people who bring in their
yeah, I want to get a picture of the little TV screen here when you first come in that shows your exhibit. That's great too.
Yeah, that shows upcoming news. Anyway, I'll talk while this is going on. We've got a writer's workshop coming up this weekend. It's run by just 14 people, 4 or 5 visits. We have a classics book club. These are all of our movies.
I'm going to take those and we'll send them.
Okay, yeah, this is our movies for the month.
Right.
And
our crowd, yeah,
that's our little group of friends.
Okay.
All right, follow me.
Let me just take a look. These are all